You're watching Suck Professor. Hello, everybody. It's me, Hank. I'm joined by...
James.
James! Hey, buddy!
Lou.
Welcome to the future, a.k.a. a past. The past. We're doing a shot-by-shot trailer breakdown of Ready Player One.
Right, which I hear is based on a book that I have not read, but you have.
I've read it. Yep. It was the first book I read on my new Kindle. So, hey, by the way, everybody follow me on Kindle, okay? So you, though, just watched the trailer today.
Yes, for the first time. I have very little idea of what's going on, but I have some questions I want to ask you. I'm going in blind. I don't know a whole lot about this, and I'm not researched a lot about this, so I'm taking the perspective of the theater goer who has no back knowledge.
Sometimes it's nice to start a thing without knowing what's going on. That's how I like to read books and see movies.
I usually prefer to have some research done before I walk into things like this. I'm going to try something new.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would have suggested you do this if it was Bridges of Madison County.
Yeah, if I had, though, I would have felt inauthentic by claiming to have knowledge that I just researched that I don't really have. But you want to mention this is, you want to say this is like a podcast, right?
Yeah. Well, our discussion here is more like a podcast, a longer discussion. Some people get disappointed that we're not the Smithsonian of information. No, we're the Smithsonian of unverified opinions. That, you know what I mean. I will say a lot of rambly stuff. But since James is going in blind, I will be James's seeing eye human. And like all blind people, you should be reassured that I am now calling the shots because I am very responsible.
All right. Don't let me get hit by a car when I cross the street.
Ow! Fuck, it pinched my finger on my desk. All right, let's get to it. Oh, before we start, everybody, at Suck Professor on Twitter, like, subscribe, at VideoJamesSP. Tell us how much you hate us on Twitter. we get a lot of that. Okay, here we go. We're going to go off on a big event. Oh yeah. So we can't play the trailer here. We wish we could. That would make it for a better video. But
you mean we can't play it all the way in its entirety first?
No, we can play short clips and we can look at screenshots, but we can't do. Yeah, we'd like to watch the whole thing. Like if you guys were having a sleepover at my house, we would watch the trailer and then I would force my friends to listen to me talk about it for 90 minutes.
And what's so ridiculously stupid about it is that yes, I know Warner Brothers owns this footage. Yes, I know this is not ours to do with as we please, but this is promotional. The whole point of putting a trailer out is to get people to talk about it, get people to share it, get people to break it down. Get people to put it up on the channels. What the crap?
James Ixnay on the Orner Ross Bay. Okay, this is our vid. We own this now.
Okay.
We are the new Warner Brothers. I'm claiming this is our intellectual property. Shut up.
I could just say.
No, yeah, it's absurd. We're promoting the fucking thing, but it's fine. I get it too. YouTube has a challenge to, copyright's not exactly it's not a black and white issue, so I totally understand that it's never going to be perfect. All right, anyway, enough rambling. I got some rambling to do about Windows a little bit later, okay? I'll get triggered and I will yell. All right, so here we go. We're starting it out. I think there's a little sound here.
My name's Wade Watts.
Wade Watts.
Yes.
Shorthand for WW. The third W is silent.
My dad picked that name because it sounded...
All right, there we go. We got a kid. Let's listen to the audio, though. Here we go.
Because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego.
A superhero's alter ego. What would you call yourself, James? James Jack?
James Joyce, yeah. So the first time it seems like he's in a junkyard, right?
Yes.
Is that what it wants you to feel? Because when you watch the entirety of the trailer, you come to learn that he's not really technically in a junkyard. He is in the world that they live in now. It's like this... futuristic post-apocalyptic. Is that what it's supposed to be? Like just is it like overpopulation so people live in squalor? I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's gone wrong with the whole planet, but it's overpopulation, it's lack of resources. I think they're running out of energy or something like that. Pollution, environmental pollution.
And people suck at parking in the future.
Yes. For some reason, I thought you were about to say parkour, and I was like, ooh, I love parkour. I parkour at McDonald's at least once a day. So it's a destroyed world. It's a destroyed planet, or at least a planet in its final phases. But instead of fixing the Earth, what they've done is create these virtual reality environments, which almost everyone on the planet expends their time in. So it's in large ways the virtual reality. It's kind of a natural extension of the internet in a way. Like you can kind of imagine. This is an imagined extension of the internet, I should say.
So you have to imagine that the world has progressed so far that basic necessities are considered to be virtual reality. That is something that even people at the lowest tier of society can jack into to escape the harshness of reality.
Whereas before, people in the lower tier had to jack into Kleenexes and coffee cans.
I thought you were going to say...
couldn't resist. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm a child. This is a family-friendly show.
I was using a term first popularized by The Matrix.
Oh, yeah. That's a deleted scene I haven't seen. I know masturbation.
No, they had like little freaking ports in the back of the head. They're like 3.5 millimeter microphone jack thingies.
Let me explain something to you. I'm an infant, and when I hear the phrase jack into, come on. I'd have to turn in my comedian card. I can't. Okay.
No.
The
basic thing is the world is destroyed.
World's fucked up. This is our hero.
But they still have clean clothes and.
Well, you know, yeah. What? It's only the future if they're dirty.
He should be wearing a potato sack.
Potato Shack would work.
Potato Shack, yeah. It was the precursor to Radio Shack.
Yeah, he's got glasses. You know, his hair's a little fucked up. You know, he's got a shirt. You know, really, you're going after the clothes.
Yep.
The costume designer of the Steven Spielberg production will be very upset when she watches this video. And yes, I am assuming the costume designer is a lady.
They usually are.
Yeah, generally, that's a safe assumption.
I know a couple, and they all are.
Yeah, all the ones I've ever met were women. Yeah. Okay, let's get
Ego, like Peter Parker.
All right, so we get a wider shot here. This is the neighborhood he lives in. Now, I'm going to be careful, though. I don't want to spoil... I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I know everything about it, but... what do I do? Do I spoil it or not?
So, I mean, this is this is a mobile home RV park. Is this like the typical city, the typical town in the world now?
Sort of.
Do they build vertically upwards like this because there's a lack of space?
Correct. This is like concentrated housing. These are called the stacks, and he lives. I think it's in Columbus, Ohio. It all takes place in the Midwest. Is Ohio the Midwest?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it kind of is. Well, Ohioans are certainly the Midwest. All right, so we got all kinds of stuff going on. Look at the cool golf cart. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Almost like a tinier smart car.
This has a feeling a little like Fallout 4 kind of. You know, maybe this is a vendor, and he goes, "Welcome to my shop," and you go, "Show me your wares," and then he shows you his wares, and then you buy like ammo for some reason. Ah, yes, I happen to have landmines. Here you go. So yeah, it's the stacks. These are poor people living here. They built these rafter things instead of building, better housing. They just build vertically upwards, and it's not a safe place to live. It's rampant with crime and destitution, but they got cool lights, so everything's kind of balancing out. I want to point out this cool little monster graffito tag here. What do you think what's that make you think of?
It kind of reminds me of remember what boglins were?
No. Oh, a little.
Boglins, I think they were called boglins, but they were like hand puppets that were popular in like the early 90s, 80s.
Finger puppets?
Well, no, there were these big rubber puppets that you put in. They had little arms that were dangling off them, and the cool thing about them was...
Those are called sex dolls.
Yes, but the cool thing about it, they had little triggers in the inside, and when you pulled the triggers with your fingers, their eyes would open and close.
Okay.
It was like a very nifty, high-end puppet for kids.
Kind of like those punching nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're boggling my mind. So, okay, but it looks like a blueberry that got struck by gamma rays. Okay, so here we go. A little more.
Or Bruce Banner. But he died when I...
All right, he's referring to Bruce Banner. So he's into the superhero thing. Now, there's a lot of cultural references in this show. Oh, James just Googled a picture of the Boglins.
I had both of these. My sister had the blue one. I had the yellow one.
All right. Wow, those are horrifying. They look like, that Mucinex commercial where the yeast crawls into your feet, or is it yeast or foot? What is that?
Mucus.
Mucus.
Mucinex.
What am I talking about? I'm talking about the thing that opens up the toenail and crawls inside.
Oh, that's horrific.
Is that not Mucinex? That's toe fungus.
Well, Mucinex wouldn't go in your toes.
Well, I'm thinking of whatever the toe fungus is. Is that athlete's foot?
Probably. Tough actin, tenactin, or something.
Yeah. Anyway, it's horrifying. They look gross. Okay, so kid looks a little like Andy Samberg, famous from Saturday Night Live's Lonely Island productions. Or something like that. But look, the stacks are obviously, they got vans, they got, at least they got green around. I mean, flowers and stuff. That's kind of cool.
So is there someone inside this house spinning around with something on her face? She's pretending to be a ballerina?
Yeah, that appears so. Look at her go. She is having the time of her life. Now, James, you have virtual reality gear.
Yes, I do. I have the HTC Vive, and I have the PlayStation VR headset.
And we both enjoyed them a good bit. But I don't think we're ready for this. Is a wireless unit. I don't think you can do that with a cord.
Yeah, she would be strangling herself and hanging.
Okay, quick story. We had my mom is a big softie. She was at a pet store, and they had a fucked up gerbil. And they were going to feed it to the snake because it was what it would do is spin around in one spot all day. We assumed something was wrong with its inner ear infection. James is checking the time.
No, I was moving in for a kiss on the picture of the boglin.
Everybody kisses boglins. But this is worth it. So my mom couldn't stand the fact that they were going to murder this thing by turning it into snake poop. And so she took it, she brought it home, and we named it Dizzy, which is
oh my
a pretty good name. We weren't making fun of it, but we gave it home. Put some cotton in there, put some, shavings and some food and water and shit. She hamster stuff, or gerbil. And then all of a sudden I noticed one day that Dizzy was trapped in the cotton. Dizzy had spun him or herself, we'll go her, spun herself into one of her paws had gotten caught in the cotton, and she turned it into yarn, and her paw was all swollen. So they had to either amputate or, so my mom rushes it to the vet, because you got to spend money on your fucking hamster. Flush them. Throw it on the roof of the neighbor's garage. Come on. What are we doing? Okay, anyway, so okay. All right, let's keep going. So, by the way, new people, it doesn't get better from here. You might as well just click on another video right now.
2 minutes equals 2 hours.
Yes. Like, it's a podcast. We ramble. It's okay. We are the masters of our domain. Seinfeld, look it up.
Yes, I used a Seinfeld reference today at work, and no one got it.
No one gets it.
I used the line, "They see was angry that day, my friend, like an old man returning soup at a deli."
Like an old man returning soup at I used a Seinfeld at the pitch and putt today. I said, Newman.
Pitch and putt?
Yeah, I went mini golfing.
Oh.
No, why would I do that? Who goes mini golfing by themselves? That's worse than going to a movie by yourself. Fucking psychos. All right. Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong. Okay, here we go. Ah, man, now Windows. I'm going to yell about Windows.
When I was a kid. My mom, too.
Okay, there we go.
His parents died when he was a kid?
Let's back it up and listen to it.
But he died when I was a kid. My mom, too.
Yeah, so his parents are gone. He's living with his aunt or something.
Okay.
Or some older relative who's not real good. They're not real nice to him. So he's got this is like a poor kid living in a tough life.
And we get a big shot of what you call the stacks.
What I call the stacks, yeah.
Shows the scope of it. Because before I was thinking this was a small town, but now that you pull out and you see the extent of it, it's a massive, sprawling
it's a big
metropolis
urban,
of garbage.
It's essentially if termites had a baby with the trailer park.
Yeah, I'd hate to be a mailman there.
They have male orangutans.
Yes.
I said tan, not tang, because I believe in proper pronunciation. Yeah, but let's look at some stuff. They got a grill. They got some barrels. If there's red barrels,
they explode. Of course,
you shoot
and you're obliged. Is it obligated or obliged?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
You are both obliged and obligated to shoot them.
They've got lots of satellite antennas, so they're powered up. They got wires. This is slummy, kind of scary and gross.
Like you said, big Fallout vibes.
Very much so. Very kind of has that. We're just getting by during the apocalypse.
It's like if you let your little nephew do all the base building for you, you'd end up with this.
Yeah. Why didn't you think it through? You didn't think of a 2-story glass wall or something, you idiot? Every once in a while, you come across like beautiful homes and like room porn, like pools and stuff, and you're like, man, I'd love to play Minecraft and recreate that. That's the closest I'll ever get to being rich is building my own mansion in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm an old man, by the way. I shouldn't be playing Minecraft. I should be playing other. Okay. Oh, there's stuff in the air, by the way. We gotta look. So I think these are like flying things.
Great description.
Yeah, those are fun things.
These are future naps.
Now we're entering the era of the drone. I think we're in the very early phases of it. My theory is that someone's going to use a drone to drop a bomb into a stadium, and then drones will be banned, so it's not going to last long. But if that doesn't happen, it's just going to be all Chipotle, Amazon, In-N-Out Burger, Diet Coke coming at you all day long. Drone. You believe that's a possibility?
Drone brings me Chipotle, and I'll be dropping bombs later on.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Wink.
I'm gonna be terrorizing people.
Yeah, James jams a burrito into a lead pipe and throws it at the library.
Yes.
All right. So okay. So we get the idea. It's it's a terrible place to live. Lots of tenant. What's the thing?
Tenants.
No, tenants. Yes. Tenement. No. I mean that's what's the where you touch rust and then you die?
Tetanus.
Tetris. Yeah. When you step on a nail, you got to go get that. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
And I ended up here.
Oh, he ended up here in Columbus.
He's on some weird planet called Columbus, Ohio.
Where is this? Ohio.
Ohio.
Yep. I think you can pronounce. So look, I'm just looking at this drone flying by right here. It's kind of neat. Wonder what it's doing. Little windmills there, maybe. Okay, so he's in Ohio.
Here.
2045. That's like in 20 years.
And his bed is on top of an old washing machine or a dryer.
Old, yes, but still functioning. So as you see here,
it looks like it is spinning.
Yeah, he's shaking.
Tiny corner of nowhere.
Oh, okay. See, when I first watched this trailer, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
I looked up and saw him shaking, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, he's shivering because it's so cold here. But no, he's vibrating from the washing machine.
Yeah, this is how he just mixes up his belly. He makes a smoothie after eating it. He thought he was shivering. I could see how you'd see that if he didn't catch the washing machine.
I looked away for a moment and looked back, and it had already passed the part where you see the washing machine.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
I was like, man, life is tough for him.
Yeah, boy, that's a big shiver, by the way.
Tiny corner of
If you're shivering that much from something where you're about to die. I think this symbol probably means something. I don't know. Who knows? Tell us in the comments, everybody. What am I missing here? And I read the book. By the way, my memory is a little weird, so I'm not going to get all the details right. All right? So I'm sure I'll fuck it up. But, so, not a good life when washing machines are your bed. At least it's got a window.
You have to keep bringing up windows, don't you?
I'll get to it. Oh, he's looking at it. There's a screen outside.
Yeah, there's something. It's like a hand or something. Yeah. What is that?
This is like, Blade Runner has big screens outside. Or for some reason, it's making me think of Minority Report, where the thing with the guys, the sunglasses, it's like a billboard they're lifting up next to the window at the final scene there. I don't know why that's making it, but okay, so that's what he's got to watch. All right, great time. Wearing Converse. Ooh, okay, people.
And they're outside wearing their
VR goggles.
VR. That's bizarre.
So
everyone's got VR on.
They're all jacking in.
Yeah.
Even this old guy here. That's hey, police! I found Mr. Rogers. He's a VR addict in 2045. I don't know why I went with Mr. Rogers. It's the only old white guy I could think of.
But VR, VR doesn't work that way. You do VR in isolation. Yes, you can meet other people in social spaces in VR, but you're not actually physically out on the street in VR because you can't see where you're going. What you're really dealing with in something like this is more augmented reality.
So
this is like a combination, like a melding of augmented reality and VR.
Could be, or maybe the VR is so ingrained that they still just are. Well, yeah, I agree. I know what you mean. But by the way, why is Greedo standing here?
Yeah.
What's going on? I thought he got shot. Shouldn't he be in the hospital or dead?
Yeah. I mean, this is the only world that Jordy could feel comfortable in.
Jordy. I misspelled Jordy once, and a guy yelled at me on Twitter, and I was like, oh, "Fuck you." Yeah, that's interesting. It really goes by quick. Everybody's wearing their thing. There's a certain kind of, it's a Steven Spielberg movie, and he's so, he's a master. He's got great visuals. He's got excellent pacing and everything else. But there's kind of a cookie cutter storybook quality to his choices, I think, and I'm getting a vibe of that in this set design here.
Yeah,
like these buildings back here look like any alley or neighborhood in any city east of where we live.
And they had like a casting call, and they just were going out to people and just passing them out. These like old mock-up like VR headsets and things like Samsung Galaxy or a Vive with the logo ripped off. It's like, hey, it's going to go by so fast, no one's going to be able to tell.
Yeah, bunch of electrical tape covering up the logos.
And they're not, from filming, they're not looking at anything. They're all completely blind right now, seeing nothing. Because it's not connected to anything. It doesn't work that way.
These are just a bunch of extras going, I hope I get to see Steven Spielberg in the bathroom. I hope those, because Steven Spielberg uses the same porta potties that they use, of course.
Yeah.
But it looks like a bit of a tent city, kind of like a homeless vibe going on here. So, all right, let's play a little.
There's nowhere left to go.
Nowhere left to go, James. There's nowhere left to go. Just like you, when you come home, you're stuck with me.
Yeah.
We're roommates, everybody. Or as I called us in one of our video game videos, I said, you're my platonic husband.
Oh my God, I don't remember that.
Well, you didn't hear me say it. You don't watch the 7 Days to Die videos? God damn it. I email you every morning.
Yes.
No, we're not husbands. All right. They're not even burning in the barrel. Burn it.
Well, in VR, it's probably burning.
Yeah. there's a pile of Pokechus. Pikachus are in there burning, just screaming. Yeah. It is peculiar that they're outside with these things, but they're homeless. Where are they supposed to go? Inside? Okay.
Nowhere.
Okay, so he's got the thing. Now he's wearing these gloves.
What does VH4 mean?
That stands for Video Head 4.
Okay, so it's not important.
I don't know if it means anything. It's probably the model of his haptic gloves and haptic suit. So
and haptic feedback vests and stuff is slowly becoming a thing.
Yes, and I recently upgraded from iPhone 6 to iPhone 8, and the iPhone 6 had a mechanical button, the home button. Yeah. The iPhone 8 has a haptic button.
Right, the iPhone 7 has that, which is what I've got.
The 7 has it too. It took a little getting used to.
It's a weird feeling at first.
Yeah, because it's like, I think my home button's faking. I think it's trying to trick me. Because you're used to sort of the depression. Yeah. Where I'm used to the.
I knew that was coming.
It gets old, but Yeah, so but haptic does have it does work. I think once you kind of condition to it, I like it.
Yep.
It's a there's a subtleness to it that it's kind of cool. So who knows what sort of haptic feedback? I mean, this sort of entertains the fantasy that you feel someone's hand or you feel the item you're holding.
And we'll see a little bit more of that in the trailer as we go on.
Yeah. Do you think that technology will ever get there where you just wear a simple suit and you're like, ooh, I'm getting a massage. Like, it's wind.
I would be shocked if it doesn't because of one simple industry that's going to really want that.
What industry? Oh, the jacking into industry?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Nothing worse than big tissue ruining all of our lives.
I mean, if it can keep Kevin Spacey and the Harvey Weinsteins out of other people's lives, and they can do this in the privacy of their own home and get their kicks, then whatever.
Let me rephrase what you're saying. There's a very strong economic incentive to figure that out, and that's one of the good things about capitalism. I mean, no, I'm defending capitalism. I'm generally, I would rail against it, but there's a lot of good innovation that comes out of stuff like that because there's an economic incentive to make that work.
But here's the creepy thing,
there'll be all kinds of nutty ways that people.
Let's say that you would do something like that. When people log into online services, people who are guys oftentimes will play women.
Yeah.
So can you imagine having someone feeling all over you and everything like that as a woman, and then you realize, oh, wait a minute, this is my neighbor Jeff.
Yeah. I'm going to be imagining that later because Jeff is hot. There's a lot of pitfalls there.
Yes.
I mean, it's the equivalent of being on AOL in the 90s, you know, all of a sudden, I'll send you my pic if you send me yours. And then all of a sudden you get a picture from a guy who looks like a truck driving victim. Yeah. What the hell was I going to say?
Are you a victim of being a truck driver?
I don't know. What are you listening? Stop it. Fuck, I was going to say something about this guy.
All right, so he's going into VR for the first time in the trailer.
So here he is putting on the headset. And, okay, I'm just...
Except the Oasis.
Whoa, okay, well, let's follow this little zoom. Like, you can sort of see where the CGI takes over, and his whole face looks very CGI, really. High-quality CGI,
Yeah, so he's going into the VR world called the Oasis?
Yes, so the Oasis is the big network that everybody's on. It's built by a guy named, I want to say James Halliday, but I could be, but the last name I know I was right. And
so where are the speaker? I mean, the headphones on this? His did not look like it had headphones on it.
I don't know. So he's got like poor people gear here.
Okay.
So part of the plot though is that his access to this world and to this technology improves over time, or I mean, like he levels up sort of.
Yeah, but this all happened when they passed net neutrality, right?
Yeah. Where they're going to get rid of net neutrality, and then all of a sudden
whatever.
You're going to have to pay $10 a month to use Twitter, $20 a month to use, Snapchat or some bullshit. It's going to be a nightmare. All right, so he's got some eyebrow hairs and stuff. Okay, all right. So now we're getting into the VR world. This is when you're watching the trailer and you grab your girlfriend's hand and you go, "Oh my god, computer stuff! I love computer stuff!" And then she rolls her eyes and goes, "Ugh, this guy again. Why am I dating him?" Whoa!
So for anyone who's not tried VR, I can tell you it's not like this. VR is really disorienting and really cool. The first time you do it, it will blow your mind. But it's got a long way to go. The resolutions are low. The field of view isn't that great.
Right.
The headsets are bulky and heavy. Most of them are wired, and when they're not wired, they have battery life issues. It's in its infancy, so
very much
don't go into VR expecting anything that you're going to see in this movie.
This is a highly movified Hollywood version of what VR is.
But it does need to be invested in. It does need to progress. It is the future. I believe that wholeheartedly, but we're not here yet.
This is how it goes for the first time. Well, first of all, the first time you put it on and you're in like an actual thing, not in the menus, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it takes you off your feet.
It's the most immersive video experience I've ever had, more than IMAX or what are those planet spheres, planetariums. Those are actually really awesome. More immersive than anything else. But yeah, there are issues with it. And the sweat factor is one.
And
I broke 4 of James's VR headsets with my porous forehead.
The screen door effect.
Yes, which is the texture of the lenses, right?
Yeah, the Fresnel lenses that most of the headsets today use.
Okay.
So it's
generally though in the menus you're just like, oh god, is that the menu? Where is it? And then you're moving your head around. But it's very responsive and it's
much. You need a supercomputer to run it, which is why you can't really have viable, realistic VR experiences that are mobile.
Right. And it's come a long way from Virtua Boy. That's for sure. So okay, we're zooming in like it's the end of Planet of the Space Odyssey. Here we go. Be careful, it's a word. So then they arrive. There it is, James.
And the city's shuffling around. So it's basically saying that this oasis is it's like Manhattan, right? So it's like the world as it used to be, but it's all being almost like procedurally. It's actually here. It looks like it's loading.
Well, yeah, it's like it's loading. Buildings are, I'm not sure if he's necessarily controlling all this. It's broken into like worlds, so you can travel, and actually there's an internal economy within this whole thing that is realistic the same way internet commerce is realistic, like with video game skins and all that other shit with microtransaction. I mean, like their economy is not separate from the real economy. The world, the dirty, gross world, and the Oasis world are linked intimately.
Now, is it like a Matrix things where you go inside there and you're an idealized version of yourself? Yeah. You appear as you choose to appear.
Yes.
Or can you be anything you want? Or I guess, or are you forced to be
yourself?
No. But if you upgrade to a premium package, you can get different gear and accessories and powers and so forth.
There are everything you're saying, like so you can upgrade, but also like there's businesses that you go to your office, you go, it's sort of like it replaces, it's telecommuting for work. It's there's obviously sexual shit, of course, because that's everything. That's everywhere. A lot of video game, that's a big part of this movie is video games.
No, he doesn't need his glasses to be in VR.
What do you, that he was wearing earlier?
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe the lenses are sophisticated enough to account for his eye distortion or whatever. Yes, so you can be different persons. In fact, that's part of the plot too. But so his avatar is called Parzival. I'm getting it wrong, something like that.
They say it eventually in the trailer.
Yeah, it'll show up.
You even see it written.
Yeah. So here we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Okay, gotta hit play. All right. Boom. So see, he builds himself into a guy here, and it's we got we got like hologram rays and stuff. All right, so much to look at.
He almost looks like a CGI, almost anime-like character with the hair.
A little. This feels like like Final Fantasy 18 or something.
Yeah, the latest Final Fantasy game where it looked like you were traveling as a boy band.
Every guy has that. That like Reddit, not Tumblr hair or something. Just like, I was like, what the fuck? So he's obviously in a video game here. This is a world he's entered, and he plays as this guy.
Now, this isn't the same actor, or this character isn't modeled in the same actor that we see going to VR. It's a different guy, right? Or is it just him that looks different because he has no glasses and his hair is different?
I think it's...
Is it the same face?
I'd assume it's the same actor playing the guy, just because he looks like the same... I mean, not the face maybe, but like his... It'd be weird if they did a whole different actor for it, because he has to go back and forth. One thing I want to point out, though, and I don't remember the significance, but this golden... what looks like a cross, sort of, with sort of a sword hilt there, is also on his back right there. I think there's probably some significance to that. This movie and this book is filled. It's like if you went to a hot tub business and you jumped in and you said, "I'll have the '80s, please." You're marinating.
That's pretty much Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, is that? Do they go to the '80s?
Yes,
I figured. So '80s nostalgia is real hip right now. In fact, it's wearing on me. I'm a little sick of it. It just feels like a trick. Like, oh yeah, we get everybody likes the '80s because the hair was funny, the music was pretty good, and people were, they didn't know to be scared of AIDS.
Yep.
All right, so stuff 101. So different cars.
It almost like those like arcade scores and stuff like that on the LED, not LED, but whatever.
Yeah, I got you. Light board or whatever.
Light brights. That's from the '80s.
There is a quality of uncanny valley to this too. I feel that's a little off-putting, but also that's what video games are. They're all in the uncanny valley. Well, not necessarily all, but so that fits the narrative. So I don't think that's necessarily a fair judgment. Okay, let's keep going. Uh-oh, we're out of sound.
No, we're not. I hear it.
Oh. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry, my sound got... Okay, here we go. Oh, look, okay, so...
We're seeing 101 a lot on the side of the cars. Is there a significance to that?
I don't know. Probably.
Is it binary?
Maybe it's like newbies or something. So look at this guy. He's like, that's an avatar. Somebody's dressed up as a big muscle dude. Yeah. Probably a identifiable video game character.
It looks like the 101 cars are the less fancy ones, because you have the 101s, then you have something like this, which I would assume is like a higher tier user, like someone who's leveled up, someone who's spent more time or money to get to where they're going.
This one here too looks like a pretty fancy one.
Maybe a 101 is like a rental or something.
Yeah, it might be. You know, you got to earn the credit. So access resources are very limited to the people in this game. Like he's like poor in the Oasis too. So there's like restrictions on where you can travel because travel costs a lot of money. Yeah. So there's a big...
I noticed it says up here, win the copper key.
Okay, so I don't remember the racing part of this whole sequence here, which might be in the book, could be totally in the book. But the copper key. Okay, so here's the premise. Halliday is basically like the Bill Gates of this thing. He's like the creator, founder of all of it, or something like that. If Bill Gates is the appropriate analogy, I don't know. You can nitpick that if you want. And Halliday died, but as he dies, or one of his final act was he was kind of a recluse, sort of an Elon Musk, sort of genius-y type, but not that Elon Musk is a recluse, but he bequeathed this challenge to the Oasis. There's a secret egg somewhere, so it's Easter egg hunting, essentially, which is a video game thing, and you have to... it's the most difficult puzzle, and he said that I believe in the book it's his entire fortune, which is trillions of dollars or something. It's some ungodly amount of money and influence over the Oasis too. So he had a lot of power comes with this.
So to have control of the Oasis pretty much makes you a god in the world.
Basically, yeah. But I think they explain more of the premise in this trailer, so we'll get to that. And I think they said it's $500 million or it's 500 billion. I think they said.
They used the word trillion.
Oh, did they use the word? Okay, we'll watch it. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, there's his name, Parzival.
Okay.
So he's got a DeLorean.
So he's got the Back to the Future classic car from the 80s.
Looking like a Final Fantasy 21.
Yeah, he looks ridiculous.
But again, he's an avatar in a video game world, so that sort of makes sense. Right. Okay, the music's going to get us copyrighted match. That's okay.
He's got this weird look to him. It's almost like... there's
a texture.
It reminds me of, what is it, Raiden from Metal Gear Solid, the ninja guy?
Yes.
Raiden? Or
Ryugen. That's from a different game.
That's from Street Fighter.
Yeah. Ryugen.
He doesn't say Ryugen. He says Hadouken. Hadouken.
Get out. Get out of here. And take your Haruken doll with you. Okay. Yeah. Well, look at the size of those pupils, huh? Man.
Well, if you want to look like an anime guy, you need giant eyes.
Do you think he cries and just like bars of white come out of his face?
Yes.
Why do they cry so crazy in that?
It's just the style.
Oh, man. All right.
We prefer them cry like a Peanuts character.
They should cry like
blood. Just look upwards and then
cry blood like me and my family.
Yes.
We are vampires.
Do.
Okay, let's back up and hear what he says.
People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do.
All the things they can do, like wear cool boots. That's a cool boot. All right, we gotta watch some of this. So yeah, so he's really going at it. And this guy loves this stuff. His whole world is based on this whole thing. Are we running out of time, by the way? Yeah. We got to keep pushing here. All right, that's pretty cool. I like the DeLorean. It's fun. Now
okay, so is that Deadpool?
It looks like Deadpool, yeah.
That looks very much like Deadpool.
Yeah, so I mean, they're grounded in Earth culture. This whole thing is the 80s. Not that Deadpool is 80s, but like they can pull from other stuff. But it's very 80s based because Halliday was a man who's like important. Most of his important formative years all occurred within 80s arcades, 80s video games, 80s nerd culture. So the whole, I mean, in a way, it almost feels like this book was conceived by Ernest Cline, the writer. His debut novel was conceived as a reference factory first, and then he built a story around it. Yeah. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. I can't necessarily fault him for that, but
it's like they're walking through Tron. It's
a little here, yeah. But the references are certainly the main star of this thing.
And it makes the trailer like this perfect because you want to look for those little details. Like, I mean, that guy looks like Deadpool, but he looks too, what's the word? Too ripped, too big.
Yeah, his arms and chest kind of.
He's like a Deadpool-esque character.
Sure, yeah. And it's character creation in any video game. You get to make your muscles huge.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's going to put in the comments, this is so-and-so from the Marvel Universe, you plebeian.
It's Bizarro Pool, you nerds.
How could you not have known?
How dare you put this on YouTube? I'm going to watch the rest of it. All right. But remember those electricity things that at Spencer's Gifts that you touch them, the balls? Yeah. And zzz, I always wanted one of those. Those are so amazing.
Make your hair stand up.
There was a kid at my school that had one. I was like, you're rich. You are so rich. Not my hair. Yeah. Well, maybe my armpit hair.
Maybe that's what you needed all along.
It's just a little
Just rip its way out of your scalp.
Yeah, that would work. All right, so let's get.
Hey.
Oh! We got.
So
we
this is a troll doll who's coming up behind him.
Hold on, let me hear. Let's hear the words.
But they stay.
They stay. Oh, he's getting to a sentence. So yeah, let's take a look at this. This happens real quick.
It's a creepy fairy troll doll thing.
It's a female, obviously. Yeah,
looks like she came straight out of Fern Gully.
A little bit, yeah. It looks like that. Or Secrets of NIMH. You ever see that movie?
It's one of my favorite movies of all time, but there's no people characters in that. They're all,
But they have crazy pointy faces, don't they? Aren't they all just like weird little rat humans?
Well, they are rats. You know what NIMH stands for? The Secret of NIMH?
Nympho.
National Institute of Mental Health.
Well, not in the movie.
Yes.
Really?
The Secret of NIMH. The rats were... Mrs. Brixby, or whatever her name was being experimented on at the National Institute of Mental Health.
Oh.
Most of them tried to escape and were killed in trying to escape, but only a few got free.
Am I thinking of the same movie where the rat people sit around and creep each other out?
You're thinking of the...
Like, it's like a Labyrinth kind of movie, right?
Oh, you're thinking of the Dark Crystal, aren't you?
Yeah, Dark Crystal.
Totally different thing.
Are they even similar at all?
Not even remotely. The Secret of NIMH is an animated cartoon by that Bluth guy.
Oh yeah, it is an animated cartoon. I'm thinking, yeah, the one I'm picturing are like these weird live action freaks.
No.
Okay, all right, that's good. All right, so anyway, it's a video game world, so you can imagine the females all have big boobs and thin waists. You know, I mean, not they can opt out of that, I'm sure, but that's sort of the default, especially in male-dominated industries.
No one's gonna choose to log in and be, I want to be Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Make my eyes askew. Yeah. Make it look like if you smack the back of my head, my eyeballs will pop out.
Yeah.
All right, here he goes.
Because of all the...
Oh, see, he got touched on his shoulder.
You notice he's got buttons on that say 101. So it makes me think even more so that he's wearing like low-grade starter gear.
Yeah, I think that's just like its level, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's
that's on his haptic feedback vest
and his whole suit here. So yeah, so he's feeling something. That's kind of cool. Look at this crappy light. What is he fixing? An old Chevy with his old man having a beer at age 15? All right.
Because of all the things they can.
Oh, there's okay. Now we got some stuff to look at. Finally.
And this is clearly the neighbor Jeff coming up to him.
Yep, that's Jeff, the 48-year-old truck driving victim. This lady, she's obviously something. Ooh, that's a guy. That looks like one of the Street Fighters, right? With the big spiky hair.
That is either Blanca or Kuma.
Okay, Blanca or Kuma.
It looks more like Blanca because Blanca has the crazy orange hair. He's the green skin. He's the. That's definitely Blanca. There's no way that's a Kuma. Okay. Now that I see it more clearly.
Gotcha. See?
And is that a Pokemon there?
Is
that a Charizard or?
It looks like one of those onion things. I don't know. I have no idea. It's hard to tell. It could be. There's a million of those crazy Pokemons.
And is that a robot with a wing for a head?
A wing for a head, right here. Which one are you talking about? This one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, that's more. That would be quite the fit, wouldn't it? What was it? Does that say DEA? No, there's one more letter there. It's hard to tell. So they got booze. They can drink and stuff. And okay, that is the bartender, right? Okay. So yeah, this is an interesting environment. But obviously, this woman is showing off somehow, or flirting. I guess I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Because of all the things they can be.
Can you feel?
You can be anything you want, James. So of course, what you do is you have a lady press her front posterior what am I thinking of?
I can't even begin to think.
Like where the fin is on the shark? Dorsal's the back.
Is the back.
What's the front? Posterior. No, posterior's back too.
Yes.
Anterior. That's also the back. Okay. All right. Okay. I used to own an aquarium business.
She's pressing her fern gullies against him.
Well done. That's funny. Okay.
Feel this?
So she hands moving up his chest. I didn't pick up on that. That's pretty cool. She's touching his own little haptic feedback sensors. You know what I'm saying, James?
Jeff's having some fun.
Jeff's having his nipples tweaked. And by the way,
no, Jeff is the one doing that. This is not Jeff.
Oh yeah, Jeff is the lady that we nicknamed Jeff. Male nipples. People are like, hey, why are there male nipples? Well, if you've ever been with a girl who isn't scared of them, you'll know why. Everybody.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. Keep going. I have 8 rows of nipples. Okay,
so now pretty much one of the ending scenes from It.
Yeah, this is. You'll float too. Yeah. You'll download too. That is funny. So I guess they're dancing or something?
Yeah.
Some kind of a festival thing here going on. I think I know what scene this is from the book. I don't want to say, but as always, trailers will just... I think if I ever become king, I will pass a law. No trailers, no material from a trailer after the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Man, you outlaw trailers and no one in Virginia will have a home.
Well, they got to start the stacks then. They got to make their own.
I'm from Virginia. I can
James,
say that.
You're allowed to make that joke because a lot of your... some of your... I won't say what I'm thinking. Okay.
The Oasis was the brainchild of James Halliday.
Okay,
you got the name right.
James Halliday. I did get it right. Well, James is my favorite name.
Yeah,
and Halliday is my favorite vacation.
This looks like a future tablet where he's pulling it out, which is kind of cool. It's expandable.
Oh yeah, sure. I was going to talk about how crazy those wrinkles are on his head, but you wanted to talk about something else here. Yeah, so Halliday
bigger than Jobs. Steve Jobs reference.
Yeah. So he's that kind of guy, you know. That's the Oasis coin, the next dollar. That's like a Bitcoin type of thing. BuzzFeed. Whoa, BuzzFeed. Will the Oasis change the way we live? So yeah, and this is early days stuff. So the Oasis does change the way they live. You know, there's others. I'm just looking for clues here, James.
Yeah, I never thought the band would get that big.
The band, the BuzzFeed, what?
Oasis.
Oh yeah, yeah. Boy, thanks for sharing that with me. Wonderwall. That's not how you use references, by the way. Yes. So it's got a pull-out light camera or screen thing. Look at the girl. She's got an iWatch. Looks like a bigger one. Wow, the future really is now. I mean, then. The future is then.
So are these like the richer kids? Because they don't look as destitute.
Not quite. No, they look like more just like kind of standard teens. But here's James Halliday. So this is old James Halliday, and this is like his big death announcement, as we'll see in a moment.
Oh, if you're watching this, I'm dead.
Oh, he's dead. What do you think about this guy?
This is Phil Spector.
Phil Spector. Oh, look, he's got a. What is that? What is that called?
It looks like
you press the buttons and you follow the pattern.
Simon Says.
No.
Yes, it is kind of like that.
Simon Says what? No, is it Simon Says?
I think it is. Well, no, it's you have to repeat the pattern that
yeah, and it gets progressively harder. We used to have that. We used to play.
I think it's just called Simon.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
People in the comments will let us know. Was that the White House or the Capitol building or something? So anyway, he's got some shit. So that's the guy. We'll just take a look at these kids here. So they're all watching. This is like a big deal. Everybody's desks get this news flash. This guy Halliday. This is the announcement of his game. Find the egg and you get all my money. So it's, oh man, trillionaire. There's the word, trillionaire. Important. James was looking something up.
No, keep going.
I know, it's hard for me to concentrate when I know you're not listening.
I am listening.
I know you
I
are.
can do both.
I have a difficulty.
It's called Simon.
Okay, Simon Eric. Yeah. Well done. Good job. I like that. That's going to be a popular pin for Christmas once this movie comes out next year. All right, let's play a little bit so we can hear the audio.
I created a hidden object, an Easter egg.
An Easter egg. Okay, so now here, this appears to be... Okay, so this is another company called, I want to say IO something, or they're IOI or something like that.
IOI, so that's the 101 we've been seeing all along?
Oh, that might be.
So you knew this all along and you didn't share this with me?
I don't know. I think so. But these are like employee workers, obviously. They dress all similarly, which is sort of a devastating comment on the way offices expect conformity. And they impose conformity on you, otherwise you will get kicked out the back door, or you'll quit like I did. Wikipedia... Ready Player One. Sorry, yeah, it's IOI. That it's they're like a large ISP, but they're sort of an evil corporation.
So we know that our hero is with them because he has it on his gear. We know that they're prevalent throughout the Oasis because we saw so many references of that on the cars in that race.
Either he's with them or he has their products.
He's like,
it's like if I could wear a an Adidas shirt, and that doesn't mean I work for Adidas.
Yeah.
Adidas. But shit, wrong. Okay.
Stray.
So they're all excited about this.
It's like a vault from the Harry Potter movie.
I was going to say exactly that. It feels very Harry Potter right here.
And what does it say up here? Skills to survive.
The Straits will reach something or other. I think the Straits has some significance. I don't quite remember exactly. But look, we got cool snakes intertwining with each other. We got a floating golden egg. That's kind of fun. Yeah. You know, this is what Beyonce's ovaries look like. she's a goddess. That's what I'm saying. That's not a negative comment.
From the pictures I've seen, that famous one of her on stage with that still shot.
I didn't see it. Please don't. I don't care.
I can ruin Beyonce for you right now.
No, because it's such an easy thing to do to find one of the most photographed
exactly.
people on the planet and find one
but the whole
shitty
thing
picture.
Is she, I've heard that she tried to do a campaign to get it removed from the internet because it was so unflattering, and because she wanted it removed, it made it that much more famous.
That's called the Barbara Streisand effect.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah. See, look it up, everybody. Barbara Streisand effect. Okay, I get it. I believe it. I can imagine an ugly Beyonce. You don't need to show me. I'm not going to be like, oh my god.
I'll have a cardboard cutout of it.
Be still my broken heart. I don't give a fuck.
You would if she popped in front of your window.
All I know is I've seen pictures of me. I've seen pictures of you. I've seen pictures of everybody I know and I've ever met in this fucking planet. And not a single one of them looks like Beyonce. So it's okay for her to have an unflattering angle or shot at some point. All right. I will James, we need to give up our firstborn to her. Okay, she's our goddess.
The first person to find the egg will inherit $500 billion.
$500 billion, 500 billion.
All right.
So, see, that's the thing. Okay, I thought that he wasn't wearing the original suit. So so that's the upgraded suit later on that he was wearing. So I don't think 101 means early level. So that means a higher
maybe when he gets a sponsorship or something, maybe?
No, he doesn't get sponsored, but he gets more resources, which is not, I mean, you can kind of figure that. Either you get less or more resources. That's just how life goes.
I like that his shirt's sort of like a circuit board almost.
Yeah, that's a cool choice. I like that. But, oh, and by the way, this is like his van. He has this like secret little hideout that he spends his days in where he can have some privacy.
Okay.
Every teen boy needs privacy. Or just be real quiet in the back of your dad's station wagon.
Inherit $500 billion and...
Boom.
All right, so these guys here look like cops almost. It looks like these are employees in an organized sort of company thing, because we know that if they find the egg, they inherit $500 billion. So you can only assume that all these guys in these like pods behind him are part of some corporation that are hunting down this prize.
Your instincts are as highly refined as your taste. Yes, that's exactly correct. The corporations go after this stuff. Everybody goes after it right away as soon as the release comes out. But it turns out to be one of the most difficult things. And so it sort of becomes relegated to like internet lore almost. It's nobody can find it.
Because
so
this is to control the Oasis is to control everything, really.
Basically,
because people spend their lives in the Oasis.
Correct. You'd have a lot of influence, or it just would make your experience in the Oasis incredible, and you get famous too.
Yeah.
So yeah, they. All right. So. So the internet lore thing, like it basically forms like a small community of people that are still dedicated to it. So that's what he is. He's one of those guys and they call themselves something. I don't remember what the word is, but this company also is after it too.
Total control of the Oasis.
Let's look at those guys, huh? Look, they still got beards in the future. That's good to know. That means I'll never shave. Look at this chick. She's wearing paper clips. Talk about improvising, huh?
Just wearing like a Navajo rug as a shirt.
What, this one?
Yeah.
I like that though. That's a cool design. Those are all right. But everybody's into the
Oasis itself.
Okay, so they're coming through portals. So this says innovative
motive
innovative
innovative
online industries. IOI. There we go. Okay. So this is like the entry portal, I suppose.
Right. So it's a huge world. There's different worlds with different gravitational features, different reference points.
Very Tron-like.
Very much so.
And the light cycles even. I mean, this is like Tron world. And I see how everyone's got like a number on their chest. So maybe these are some sort of like running a marathon. This is your identification number. This is you hunting for this treasure.
Yeah, because they're employees of this company. So they're all working together and they have researchers. And so it's all about solving this puzzle. And they have to research Halliday's past, his life, his childhood home, all these different things about him.
Are the company workers the antagonists? Are they the bad guys and our hero was trying to defeat them?
They're competitors. Okay. And I think bad guys is probably a safe way to
And is there anything special about our hero? Is he like a genius? Does he have special abilities? Does he know things? Is he a hacker? Is there something that makes him special, makes him stand out?
He has the one superpower all people should have. Determination.
Okay.
He is going to do it. No, I don't know. Yeah, he's just kind of a guy. He's not stupid. He's not an idiot. All right, so we got our motorcycle. Okay, wow, that's pretty exciting, huh? Everyone's, oh, look, Bigfoot. I remember Bigfoot. I've seen one of those even live. That's a big monster truck that destroys monsters and children's dreams. So that's kind of fun. Look at that. Cool bike. Not as cool as Batman's bike. Steven Spielberg.
Now we get the synth music, which is great.
Go ahead and jump.
Okay, so in this quest, if we go back to that screen, Parzival, you said is his name.
Yeah.
He's player one, I guess they call it.
Hold on. I mean, I can spoil this, but you can infer from here that he does something that puts him in the first rank.
Yes, we don't know exactly what. Well, you know what it is. I don't know what it is.
He earns a score. So, like I said,
he's beating the corporations though.
The game went dormant. He stays into it, as does the corporation and some other people. Like there's this blogger that he ends up, other people.
He figures something out.
Yeah. So I'll just fucking tell it. He solves the first key. He gets the copper key. So he figures out the first most difficult puzzle that had eluded everybody so far. And that made him worldwide famous because suddenly it gets announced on this leaderboard. So all of a sudden he gets access to sponsorship deals.
Okay, but do the people who are hunting for this
See the
control...
There's 2 more to go.
Do they also have to figure out how he found the key and find it themselves in order to catch up to him?
They have to find it exactly... Yeah. It doesn't open it for everybody. So they also have to go through some sort of challenge.
So they have to try and figure out how he figured it out. And all the while that they're trying to figure that out, he's already working on figuring out the next key. So he's that much ahead of them.
But he's got to hide his tracks, and because they could figure out where he was.
Because obviously they're going to be surveilling him like crazy to figure out what he's doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that kind of like espionage stuff going on. So here he is being...
Oh, that's him getting the key.
Bequeathed the key. I'm not sure exactly which. I mean, it's made to look like the bronze key. But this is I'm assuming this is Halliday's avatar, who's like this all-seeing wizard, sort of a Gandalf type. Everybody likes to type like Gandalf. Javis Parsifal. Oh, it's backwards. I was like, Javis. What is Javis?
You know why he was able to get that key?
I know why, yeah.
Because he stayed in the Halliday Inn.
Nice. That's right. He goes to Halliday In and Out Burger. Not a joke. That's not even okay. Oh no! So now these guys are like, oh man, that asshole's got it. We got a lady with bangs. That's pretty exciting. All right, we'll push through. James does have to go. I always make James miss his appointments.
Find him.
Oh, if you go back 1 second though.
All right.
This dude behind her. Is there anything special about him?
Find him. No, I'm not sure. I mean, imagine maybe.
Okay, yeah. I thought maybe it was a character from something, but he just looks generic to me now.
Yeah, that looks like some guy RoboCop would beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, added to database, subject unknown. Oh, I don't know what that word is. Okay. So she's wearing a Bluetooth, which means she's really annoying at the grocery store.
Yes.
Oh, cool. They still got 101 faces.
Yes.
That's a little much. Maybe those are just their 4. Come on, that's ridiculous. But they all have their separate numbers.
Okay, so he's still with the troll doll.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna assume, and I don't remember the description of her avatar, but there's a friend of his named Artemis, who is also like a well-known blogger who happens to be like still in that hunter world, and so she's already sort of got a presence on the online world because of her blogging, but she's also really serious about finding this thing.
So what's the danger in this world? If you die in this world, do you die in reality? It doesn't seem like you would.
No, I don't think you do. No, you don't. But there's I think they can hurt you in the haptic thing pretty well. But I'm not sure, yeah. I mean, it's stressful. You lose a lot of points and money. It's real money. It's like actual credits and stuff and status and shit like that. But the danger is not only online, James. There's more. Oh, look, we got some...
Yeah, it's a little bucket dude.
Yeah, a little bucket guy.
Fire hydrant, bucket dude.
It's like Bender's loser.
It's like that
brother.
game, Mr. Bucket.
Mr. Bucket.
A ball's pop out of my mouth, Mr. Bucket.
Oh, keep going, I'm dancing. Okay, so he's wearing a headlamp, so this must be some kind of mining tool. So obviously they're being raided here by the feds or somebody. Maybe they're corporate. I don't know, but they got to go. We'll listen to a little sound here. Run! Ooh, take that, guy!
Don't tase me, bro.
Well, he's tasing him right there.
Yeah, that's one heck of a taser.
Yeah, geez, that's rough. Maybe the guy's having a heart attack. So these two look like they're dressed similarly, though. I wonder if they're in some sort of yeah, they're all of them right here. They're dressed like I don't know. Okay.
I'm talking about.
Oh, look at this. That's funny. All right, so somebody's being maybe this is the character.
I'm talking about.
So yeah, they get zapped.
Actual life and death stuff.
Oh, okay. So I know what this is.
Actual life and death stuff. Okay.
So he gets sentenced. He gets in trouble. He gets arrested, and they sentence him to work for this company. So you live in these pods. You have to go to work, and you have to pay back your debt.
Oh my God.
So instead of prison, they send you to work. So
you're basically mining Bitcoin.
Essentially, yeah. You're a gold farmer in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
You know, like this Chinese factories and stuff. So that's a part of the book where he ends up in this place. Now,
this looks preferable to the stacks to me.
Slightly. I mean, I've actually thought about like I really don't need this much space. I could just live in a little bed space as long as I have enough room to, shake off all the water when because I dry off in the shower. I dry off like a dog. my butt shakes last.
Death stuff.
The OASIS.
All right, now that guy, we recognize him from Star Wars. He plays one of the bad dudes. He's one of the...
I recognize him mainly from the
Blood.
Netflix special
Bloodline.
Yes, Ben Mendelsohn, right?
He plays the loser asshole brother that gets in trouble. We'll just say that. He good actor though. I think he's
amazing actor.
Yeah, he's got a menacing quality to him. I wouldn't trust him with my sister or brother or pet gerbil who died of being a dizzy idiot. Here we go. So he's obviously like
OASIS, the world's most important economic resource.
Economics. So let's back up a little.
So he just wants power, money, influence, and we can see that this is a mirroring them running in reality. So they're training to be in the virtual world.
I'm not sure that's the case. I think
it is like a parallel shot. Not to be one-to-one is that's what's happening, but
no, certainly not.
They both have the one-on-one logo on them. We both know they're on this. Yeah,
they're from the same side here, but these guys are not.
Those guys are in the real world.
This is a SWAT team, basically. But it definitely mirrors the. I mean, there's urgency both online and offline. There's the movie doesn't only take place in the offline in the online world, which would make sense.
Just like
in fact, that's one of my criticisms. They actually could have expanded the world a lot more. It was sort of a short book. It did feel like a first author's book, as if I can tell. Like, what the fuck do I know?
Resource. Miss nothing.
Oh, drone is cool. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, just an homage. Plus, it's an homage to J.J. Abrams and the famous blue smear
and lens flare.
Lens flare. That's what I meant. I said smear. Okay.
It's nothing less than a war for control of the future.
All right. So we get the sense that these guys have a lot of resources. They're all dedicated to finding this gold egg, right?
Yep.
So they're closing. Now this is mirrored for sure.
Yes, they're clearly closing the doors.
Oh man, he's got a gun.
And he appears to be in reality, because I don't think any of these people here are in their self-idealized forms.
Yeah. Who would pick this avatar? Yes. Make me an old guy who can barely read. I don't know if he can barely read. He just needs reading glasses.
Because of his visual impairment. Not because of any sort of intellectual reason.
No. I was talking about the reading glasses. Yeah. But wow, nice taste in stripes there, lady. Well, she's got the glasses, but this is the real world.
Most of them do. She's got it around her neck.
Nice hat.
So something serious is going on for a character of this stature to be amongst real people carrying a gun with a bloodied face.
Yes, again.
So this has got to be fairly late in the movie.
NS or N5 101. I'm not sure what that means. Purple hair. You know it's the future if there's purple hair. So presses a button and.
So we go after him in the stacks.
Well, why do they show this? This is such a spoiler.
It is, but that's what trailers are nowadays. It sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know. This gives you all kinds of, I mean, what the fuck? This is what I hate about trailers. I read the books. I've kind of had the ultimate spoiler. I understand that, but hit him where he lives. Well, now, what do you figuring they're mad at him?
Absolutely,
yeah. So I mean, so
he's getting too far ahead. He's going to win, so they're going to try and take him out.
This is like if you beat somebody at Destiny and then they blow up your entire neighborhood.
Yes.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Oh man, he barely survived. I'm dirty now because he was clean before. James. Yes. Oh, finally, he's got the knee hole. Are you happy now, James? Is he poor enough for you?
Yes. The knee flap means poor.
Yes, knee flaps either poor or rich.
Yes, depending.
Depending on which kind of Instagram following you have. Why do they have a Hitler woman back there?
I think that's her mouth open.
What?
I don't think it's a giant Hitler stash.
Oh, no? Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, so they're in they got tents and stuff, so must be a bunch of people living and stuff, all right. What? What is that?
Clearly King Kong. That's an easy one.
Yep. You know, if I owned a sex toy store, I'd call it Kink Kong. Or more accurately, Kink Dong.
I thought you were going to go with Long Dong or...
Long Dong Dildo Vendor. Sure. I'd be a orgasm monger.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right, so
this is the part where we can start identifying stuff. This is what I'm waiting to get to, and I'm almost freaking out of time. That took us forever to get here.
We got a minute. We're rushing. Okay, this is the
okay, let's see what we got here.
All right, I'm in it. All right, so here, actually, I can zoom in a little. Here, hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, are those possibly Battletoads? Oh my God, those are Battletoads.
How is that? Okay,
that's Rash, Pimple, and Zit.
We got it. Yeah. Really? You know their names?
I love the Battletoads.
What's their... Don't they go... Battletoad? Don't they have like a funny sound or something?
No.
They do. Kicking. They have a funny kick.
No. Okay, when they do a combo and they do it with their fist grows huge. Or they kick and their foot turns into a giant boot. Or they're on a rope and they turn into like a giant battering bell weight or something.
Yeah. All right, there you go. See, that's exactly
that is awesome.
Battletoads, that's cool. Oh, what's this?
Now I'm wondering, these guys right here on this ostrich type thing, is that the old 80s arcade game Joust?
It might be. In fact, I have some inside information. Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Which you could probably infer that the game Joust has some importance in this movie.
Now I don't really. I mean, this guy with a hammer. He seems fairly standoutish. I don't recognize him.
That's obviously meant to be identified. I don't know.
I'm wondering if that's like a World of Warcraft character or something. I honestly don't know.
I see kind of like a cowboy hat there, sort of like a wacky look. I don't know, maybe not. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, this isn't the best shot. It's kind of blurry and low quality.
Yeah, zoomed in. We got a 1080p signal, but we're running it in Premiere, and I'm zooming in.
Let's keep playing a little bit and see what else we can identify.
Let's see a little more here. Dun, 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 dun. Am I wasting your time, James?
Yes.
Okay, a little closer. Let's just give it another beat. Go ahead and jump. I don't know the licensing for this, but the name's Steven Spielberg. They get anything they want, right?
You can do anything.
Are they in Mordor?
Grab them by the Battletoads.
There's a big thing back there. That's kind of cool. I wonder what that is. I'm sure there's all kinds of references, large and small. People, I'm glad I like references, but I don't get upset. People get upset. They get it's just emotional for them. Just like, calm the fuck down. Jesus, you're not even going to be a memory in 300 years. Relax. Okay, so we got zoom. We got a battle. We got a pitch battle there, James.
So we left to believe that these fictional characters are these like Battletoads, are these players in the world in Oasis?
Yes. This is like if everybody in World of Warcraft could be any character they wanted to be.
Okay, so these are normal people who have the ability to appear this way.
Yeah, because you can customize who you are. Yeah.
Okay.
I would go as you, because I would want everybody to be intimidated by your giant muscles.
Yes.
That was a loosely veiled insult.
Yes.
Okay, statue. I almost called her Natu. Statue of Liberty. Zoom. So he's got a new car. I don't know if that's Parzival or not. I think it might be. Maybe not. Oh, by the way, James, good news. There's a love story.
Nice.
Oh, are you excited?
With the troll doll?
Maybe. Maybe not. Offline love is better than online love. I can vouch for that.
So
but it does require more cleanup.
Is this girl that we're seeing right now the real life counterpart of Troll Doll?
I don't know. Not sure. There is a big thing in the book about him meeting her for the first time, which you can imagine if you haven't. It's always a big deal. People meet online and they go meet and they go to the airport and they go, "Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ, this is a huge mistake," or they go, "Oh my God, I'm in love." All right, you're gonna be a little bit late. I apologize. All right, so touching. Let's just assume that is who you suggested. What a fucking spoiler! It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, at least we know it's not Jeff now.
Although it'd be crazy weird if they didn't meet. Yeah. So he's got Bicentennial Man here. So he's tossing him a coin. I know there's some significance to this coin, although I don't recall him achieving it that way. But anyway, so I'm not sure who this guy is. Another big character is like the Steve Wozniak of that world too. He's like still living, so he's like the partner to the Halliday guy. Okay. So they end up meeting him, and in fact, I can explain. That's who that wizard was, by the way. I believe.
Now, what was that?
This is a boombox.
Well,
this is what
I get that part.
I used to get cardboard and one of these, and I'd go down to the park. I'd beat everybody in chess, and then I would break dance until women wanted to, brush my hair for me. It was always nice. These are called tape decks, James.
Yes.
And they listen to heavy metal.
Okay. This dancing guy, though, is he from something?
I just want to point out the hands. The hands are a little crazy there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't remember this.
I mean, is this the character that's connected to the truck that we see in the background? Is this something I'm just missing? I don't recognize him.
I think it's one of the friends that they make during this journey.
Okay.
And then you see it says Halliday here on the ground. So they're in some sort of gardeny ground dial thing here, obviously. So
like many of you.
Okay, so the troll doll can dance.
I only came here to escape.
And,
that's kind of
cool.
Oh, that's these are obviously.
That's Harley Quinn?
I think so. Does she wear like this circle thing?
And that's the Joker. You can tell. But I mean, it's not a great version of the Joker, but you can tell because of the makeup going around the corners of the mouth. That's got to be.
What's that guy's name? Leif Garrett. Fucking terrible. Jared Leto.
Yeah. That's the crappy version.
The worst
of the
Joker ever. Worse than.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
So what are we seeing?
I think it's Johnny Depp waking up.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some major evidence here. This is Overwatch. That's
that's Tracer.
Geez, I don't even know.
That's Chun-Li.
Wow. Okay.
That almost looks like a skeleton character from like an old dungeon game I used to play.
Could be. Yeah. I think you might be right. There's some sort of rat thing. That's Ratatouille. That's obviously Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, I can't recall where that one's from.
Skeleton stuff. So that's cool though. We got all kinds of neat shit there. This is she's screaming and yelling. Yeah, take that. Okay. Lots of guns, lots of shooting, lots of crashing. 101's going down. This is okay.
So when they turn red, I'm guessing they're dying.
Yeah. Red means dead. Yellow means they're in danger.
Yeah,
they're being hurt.
It's just like the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Sovereign, where they're all inside those machines and they're chasing after the Guardians in those pods.
Yeah, very much like that. And so they're getting. But look at the amount of resources they have. I mean, we got basically these like 4 Reddit users fighting this entire corporation.
You'd think that if a corporation was this powerful and this wealthy, that they would have the ability to cheat, but clearly they don't. The OASIS is beyond them.
I wouldn't go that far. Let's not go that far, James.
Okay, so they can
You're not
cheat.
giving this guy, Ernest Cline, enough credit.
I found...
Oh, hand-holding. I love hand-holding. You want to hold that?
It's quite all right.
Come on. We can go to the library and find somebody who's sleeping. Look at there's rings. She's got a ring on that finger. You got a ring on that finger. Wow. I think they're working on stuff. I think they're trying to figure things out.
Okay.
So there's a lot of puzzles. They got to figure out. He's like, whoa, what did Halliday love when he was 14 years old? It's a bunch of shit.
Something much bigger than...
Oh, they touch and then they look at each other. Everybody likes eye contact, except people who want to... Actually, no. Fuck eye contact. All right, so
these books, or
this is It's later again.
Yes.
You'll float DVD copies
when it takes over a library.
Yeah. So, okay, we've seen the butler guy. That was the dude that tossed the coin.
So it's coming out of his fingers.
So these two guys are samurai. I almost called them sushi warriors. is that racist?
No.
Okay. Samurai warriors. And they're Shoto and Doto or something like that.
Okay.
They're like buddies. So they like work together. They're partner, like you and me, James.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
Just myself.
Whoa, cool jump. Okay, we got some more references here.
Yeah,
this is like Hot Wheel.
Yeah, so let's get to these are the scenes we care about.
I can tell. You don't like the bullshit, James? Okay, so what do we got? This guy looks kind of cool. He's got a red light on his head.
Jeez, I don't even know.
That's Kate Blanchett from Thor. The elk horn one. No, I'm joking.
I'm feeling pretty inadequate here. I don't know these characters at all.
I've been feeling inadequate for a long time. What's this guy? He's got maybe some sort of aiming thingy coming over his back.
I'm at a loss. I really...
Goro?
I mean, no. I get that the character in the middle is the main character holding up a boombox like he's John Cusack.
Yeah. This guy's got 2 blades. See that? Ding, ding,
it's almost
ding.
He's moving like a frog or something, but it's not a battle toad.
He's got some big feet.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, there's just tons of this reference stuff.
I'm willing to fight.
I'm willing to fight. Come on.
Is this the Voltron thing or something?
Is that, or is that just some other? Is that Speed Racer?
I'm guessing that's Voltron.
I have no idea. Yeah, probably Voltron. I don't know. It's some robot. It looks very Japanese. Take that. So it's really just a big blend of the 80s.
Okay, now that's abso-freaking-lutely Chucky. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And was that Master Chief? Yeah, that looks sort of like Master Chief.
I think so.
Actually, no, it's not. That's a 101 standard guy. That's not Master Chief at all.
Yeah,
that's a standard fodder dude.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, that's clearly one of them.
Oh, I see, because, it is 101.
The helmet tricked me for a minute, but I know for sure.
The blurriness made it look like that gold helmet.
Who would choose to play as Chucky? I mean, seriously.
That's kind of cute. I think that's
it's awesome, but, he's massacring them.
But look how coins come out of the guy when he kills him.
That's so freaking cool.
Just like the real Chucky. That's a good movie, though. That's Chucky.
Child's Play.
Why hasn't that been remade? That feels like that's got
They've made sequels to it within like the past year or two. I've watched them all.
They did?
They're horrible.
Oh, boy.
They're low-budget garbage.
Okay, so here's some sort of pyramid sort of structure kind of hill thing that they're all climbing up.
So maybe they finally know where the final key is, the prize, and they're all doing like a battle royale race to the top to get to it.
Yeah, I mean, James, as a student of film, you know that conflict escalates, right? I don't think that's
Help us save the Oasis.
So he's in it. He's there. Oh yeah. So obviously we got various responses and stuff. So this is something. Look, this is them all finding out they're getting a raise.
Yes.
Everybody gets to wear casual Friday clothes. Donuts on Monday. We're gonna buy off your loyalty with a cheap stun. All right. So there's that. Touching this thing. We're almost at the end here, buddy. Thanks.
So he's reaching towards something. We don't know quite what it is or who's holding it.
Yep. Who's this? This appears to be Superman.
That's some new guy. Yeah, we'll find out.
Look, he's got a Han Solo thing down there. One of those leg holsters. All right. Flying through here. He's this guy. He looks like oh, that's the same dude as before.
Yeah, it looks like that Voltron
that's
character.
That's an Iron Man movie. Oh, look, we got a kiss.
So finally, Troll and Iron Giant. Iron Giant.
Talk about haptic reflexes, though. Huh? Yep. Nothing more haptic than your own lips.
Let's give us some Iron Giant.
That's what I tell women. Boom. Okay, Iron Giant. That's pretty cool.
That's a hard one to miss.
Yeah. I don't know which one that is. Where is he? Yeah, we got all kinds of lasers everywhere. This looks like
Hoth.
It does have. It has a Lord of the Rings Hoth quality to it.
Yeah, all the lasers and crap going on down there.
Yeah, this looks like George Lucas's dreams, except those would probably have no plot and weird racist stereotypes. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so this is the kind of movie that kind of strikes me as it could either be good, interesting, or it could be crap. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say because it looks cliche, it looks uninspired, but it's got enough nostalgia and elements of pop culture and stuff that I enjoy that I feel like I could get some enjoyment out of this.
Yeah, hopefully they don't just rest on the pop culture. That's one of my worries.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Stranger Things is starting to do that a little bit, where it's just like, look at us, the kids are dressed up like 80s kids.
And the biggest worry I have over something like this is I look at this, I look at the kid who's in the main role, I look at all the stylized stuff going around it, and I think, is this going to be another Baby Driver? A movie with all style, no substance.
Yeah, that Baby Driver fucking...
Baby Driver
I mean, it wasn't the worst movie, but it was... People talked about it like it was... Gandhi and the Pope had a baby. No, I don't think so.
It was like...
It was horrible. I mean, not horrible. It just was like, okay, whatever. It was just a one note. Okay, cool editing, good... Guy wears glasses and earbuds. Big
it's
deal.
like, how low is the bar been set that people say, oh, this is a pinnacle of filmmaking?
I didn't do anything for it. And I hated it the more I thought about it. But yeah, it's Steven Spielberg. Like, War of the Worlds, I think, was like one of his movies where he's at his peak as far as execution. Hold on. But the whole of it doesn't work.
War of the Worlds was a big disappointment.
It was hugely disappointing, but it looked great. It had intense moments. It was really well... I mean, I guess you can't say it's well directed if you didn't like the movie, but you know what I mean? Like, the shots were composed with his kind of deliberation, but it didn't work. And so I'm hoping that this one captures something more along the lines of earlier Spielberg and feels real. You know, I want something like E.T. or Debbie Does Dallas, his first film. Debbie Does Steven was the original title. Debbie Does Steven Spielberg.
And Jeff.
Okay. All right. So we have big hopes, though. This looks cool. You know, we'll see, man. It's a video games. It's sci-fi. It's dystopia. It's running around wearing talking about video games, VR. So, James, I apologize for making you go late. You are
many people have died because
I know. James has friends waiting for him for speaking. By the way, this is like the perfect encapsulation of the end result. You're in a hurry to get to play a game online with some bros.
Find that copper key.
Yeah, James has a real life online adventure waiting for him while we're talking about a fictional online. It's like everything is folding in on itself.
Indeed.
Yeah. Speaking of folding in on itself, James, I know how to fold a fitted sheet, ladies, fitted sheet folder. I'm good at it. I might even make a tutorial. How's that sound?
Wonderful.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hit us up on Patreon, which I'm going to set up soon. I know I've been promising that since August. At Sock Professor, at Video James SP. Please find us. Please don't love us.
Please love us. Please love us.
Love me. I'm hungry for touch. But that's all we got. Thanks. Ready Player One. Let us know if you're excited in the comments. We'll continue the conversation in the comments and online on Twitter. By James. Ow, my haptic touch. Hi, it's me, Hank. Thanks for sticking to the end of the credits. James is no longer with us. He's in the other room. So I'm coming to you to tell you about Windows updates. During the previous playthrough, I referenced my anger towards Windows, and I forgot to get to it. So I'm making this brief post-credit... I don't know what these are called. Addendum? Is that... to tell about this fucking Windows. So James and I sat down to record at 6:25 p.m. Suddenly, my computer decides to do a Windows update. I had been rejecting Windows updates for the last 3 months. Clicking on snooze, clicking on later. I use Windows 10, by the way. All of a sudden, it decides to take over my computer without giving me any notice or any chance to stop it, shuts down, and performs a 30-minute Windows update. 30 fucking minutes. Outrageous. Now, to be fair, very few people use their computers at 6:30 p.m. Not a lot of traffic, not a lot of activity on the internet, so I understand why they chose that time. But I was still very upset. We could have been in the middle of yelling at each other about video game movies, okay? So, there you go. There's the story. I probably would yell about it more, but honestly, I'm not sure why I'm doing this right now, and it's just creating more work and more animation, and Fuck. I don't do a good job with this channel. I let everybody. I feel like I let everybody down constantly. I gotta get that Patreon done. Ah, so stupid, 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 stupid.